Welcome to the Wisdom of Meditations. Meditations is a collection of personal writings by Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. It wasn't written as a book for others, but as a private journal, a place where he reflected on life, virtue, and the challenges of being human. In these notes, he explores how to stay steady in the face of adversity, how to align actions with principles, and how to find peace in a world that is constantly changing. He reminds himself, again and again, that external events are beyond our control, but our thoughts and responses are always within our power. The thoughts in meditations are simple, direct, and deeply human. They are reminders to focus on what matters, to let go of what doesn't, and to approach life with clarity and resilience. This course offers a way to engage with his writings in a modern context, keeping their essence while making them easy to understand and apply. The original text can be dense, but here we'll reshape its essence into lessons that directly apply to your daily life. Each session breaks down key insights into practical reflections, not just philosophy to read, but ideas to think about, apply, and integrate into your own journey. Let's explore the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and bring his Stoic insights into the reality of today. Let's begin. 1. On character and conduct. Gentleness and patience are virtues that must be cultivated, for anger and impulsiveness lead only to regret. A temper that is unchecked leads to hasty actions, and hasty actions lead to unnecessary suffering. True strength is found not in force, but in self-control. Modesty and integrity shape the foundation of a strong character, and one must carry oneself with dignity, not seeking admiration, nor swayed by the opinions of others, but maintaining inner stability at all times. Generosity is not just in actions, but also in thoughts, for even the mind must be free of malice. True virtue lies not only in outward deeds, but in purifying even one's intentions, ensuring that kindness comes from sincerity rather than expectation. A simple life, free from indulgence, is the path to contentment. Education and intellectual discipline are treasures worth any effort, for wisdom is the greatest investment. Seek knowledge not for vanity, but for the enrichment of the soul. A life spent in pursuit of wisdom is never wasted. 2. On focus and discipline. It is foolish to be swept away by the distractions of popular entertainment and idle gossip, for they serve no real purpose except to steal time and weaken the mind. Obsessing over rivalries, whether in games, politics, or social matters, drains energy that could be used for higher pursuits. The wise do not waste effort on matters beyond their control. True value lies in self-sufficiency, learning to work hard, rely on little, and manage one's own affairs without constantly seeking approval or assistance. Involvement in too many concerns scatters the mind, making it restless and ineffective, while focus sharpens it, allowing for deep thought and meaningful action. Endurance and restraint are essential, for indulging every impulse leads to chaos. Idle talk should never dictate one's beliefs, nor should emotions overrule reason. Do not be led by the noise of the crowd, but by the quiet strength of discernment, for wisdom is found in stillness. not in distraction. 3. On skepticism and wisdom. One should not be easily deceived by those who claim extraordinary powers or promise supernatural solutions, for many seek to exploit the fears and desires of others. The world is filled with illusions, and wisdom lies in questioning them rather than accepting them blindly. A mind that does not question remains in darkness, easily swayed by falsehoods and empty promises. Meaningless amusements and obsessive entertainment dull the intellect, making one passive and easily distracted, while philosophy sharpens the mind, training it to see reality clearly. Instead of being offended by the words or beliefs of others, one should examine them through reason, asking whether they hold any truth. It is better to cultivate the mind with meaningful study than to fill it with distractions that offer no lasting value. The pursuit of wisdom begins with rejecting the false, embracing the truth, and committing oneself to thoughtful inquiry, however simple or difficult the path may be. 4. On humility and self-improvement. Recognizing one's own shortcomings is the first step toward wisdom, for arrogance blinds the mind to growth. True knowledge is not about impressing others with speech or skill, but about refining the soul, shaping character, and cultivating virtue. Eloquence, artistic mastery, and public recognition are of no real value if they do not serve deeper understanding. One should not seek admiration, for the praise of others is fleeting and often misguided. Instead, strive for sincerity in both action and thought, ensuring that deeds align with principles. Resentment must be let go, for holding grudges poisons the mind and burdens the heart. It is far better to seek reconciliation, to approach others with patience, and to treat learning as a lifelong discipline. Knowledge is not meant for display, but for transformation. The greatest teachers are those whose wisdom is not merely spoken, but lived, radiating through their actions rather than their words. 5. On resilience and steadiness. A person must remain unwavering in their principles, regardless of hardship, for true strength is measured not in ease, but in endurance. Pain, loss, and misfortune will come, yet to endure them with grace is the mark of wisdom. Emotions must be tempered. Passion should fuel action, but never override reason. Urgency should inspire effort, but never turn into impatience. When guiding others, frustration serves no purpose. Patience leads to understanding. Great wisdom does not seek admiration, nor does it demand recognition, for its worth is found in humility and quiet steadfastness. Generosity must be balanced. One should accept kindness with gratitude, but never at the cost of integrity. Likewise, kindness should be freely given, yet never used as a means for manipulation. To stand firm in all things, to remain unshaken by adversity, and to move forward with conviction despite difficulties. This is the foundation of true resilience, and with it, true freedom. 6. On virtue and composure. The greatest teachers do not impose wisdom upon others, but embody it through their actions, allowing it to speak for itself. Virtue should not be performed for recognition, nor should it be forced. It must arise naturally from one's character, flowing effortlessly into daily life. True wisdom is not about speaking often, but about speaking well, sharing insights with care, and understanding that people grasp ideas at their own pace. One must observe others with patience rather than judgment, recognizing that growth cannot be hurried. A wise person does not demand that others change but creates the space for transformation through example. True composure is not cold detachment, nor is it indifference. It is warmth without indulgence, discipline without cruelty. A person's presence should uplift those around them, not by seeking praise or admiration, but through quiet dignity and unwavering kindness. Strength lies not in hardness, but in steady, unshaken grace. 7. On correcting others. Correction should be given with grace, not harshness. For wisdom is not improving another wrong, but in guiding them toward understanding. A wise person does not humiliate others for their mistakes, but offers guidance with patience and humility. To correct with arrogance breeds resentment, while to correct with kindness fosters growth. There is no virtue in making someone feel small. True wisdom seeks to elevate, not diminish. Words must be chosen carefully, ensuring that truth is received rather than rejected. A lesson given in anger is rarely heard. A lesson given with care is more likely to be embraced. The highest skill in teaching is not in delivering knowledge forcefully, but in leading others to recognize truth on their own, to instruct without offending, to correct without wounding. This is the mark of true refinement and wisdom. 8. On the corrupting influence of power. Status and privilege often erode sincerity, for power attracts those who seek favor rather than truth. Those who desire influence find themselves surrounded by flattery, deceit, and hidden motives, making it easy to mistake empty praise for genuine respect. A wise person does not let ambition overshadow integrity, nor does he allow authority to cloud judgment. The greatest danger for a ruler is to believe the illusions created by those who seek to gain from his favor. Power, when unchecked, breeds arrogance, and arrogance blinds one to justice. True strength lies in remaining grounded in principle, resisting the temptations of influence, and valuing honesty above all. Sincerity is rare among those who hold high positions. Therefore, it must be guarded and cultivated with unwavering discipline. The pursuit of power should never come at the cost of virtue.